are bidding a person goodwill to be well hereafter as well. We are not saying goodbye, thank you, bye-bye, out of our life. Not at all. Let's change the meaning of farewells. Farewell doesn't mean that you are going out of our lives. Definitely not. Because 26 years that you have spent in this institution, they will be honored and cherished. My association with Sangeeta Ma'am is for the last 14 years. And as anyone would remember their days, we have had our ups and downs. I wouldn't say that throughout we were great pals. Definitely not, sweethearts, we were not. But then we have grown together. We have fought, yes. We have disagreed a lot. We are quite headstrong, both of us, agreed. But then, ultimately what one has learned a lot, that is what I'm going to recount. Because that is what I'm going to cherish. As a person, I would say a very strong personality, yes. Because always remember one thing, when you go to your class and children look up to you, they don't look at a friend, they look at a strong personality whom they can idealize, whom they can hold up as a role model to become that person. And that's what Sangeeta Ma'am stood for. As far as her teaching goes, I think the students are the best judges. I am no one to speak anything on that, but that's whatever she has done all these years. Her sincerity and dedication proves that she has given her sweat and blood to those children. And that's why the legacy carries on. As far as her participation in extracurricular activities, where often we say, ये काम भी दे दिया, वो काम भी दे दिया, कैसे करें, कहाँ से करें? Definitely not. She would happily do it. She has been a CCA in charge in front of me when I was there, and of course I've seen her working like endlessly. Then she has been involved, as you all must have seen, with prize distribution over the years. And how can I forget the natika that she did, वो शादी वाली, हाँ जी, चूं ही याद है मुझे उसका अभी तक, because that remained in everyone's mind, and thereafter in our annual day, not just the kids, even we would really sing those lines because it stuck over here. She is not just a teacher and an educator, she's a very learned person. Very few would know that she sings very well. That is one. Second thing, she's a theatre person. She loves going to theatre and watch. When I say theatre, I don't mean movies. I mean theatre. That's little serious stuff. When I talk of writings and reading books, she has read a huge number of them. It came as a surprise to me when she mentioned Sadat Manto's writings, poetry that she has read. I tried reading them. I didn't have the patience to go through them. So with such depth and knowledge, if a person has, what do you learn? You learn values. And when we learn values, we also learn that we must keep our distance with our peers, with our children, because there's a very fine line in breaking that distance. She maintained that. If she has been very friendly with a colleague, to a younger teacher, she has taught that person how to be correct. If we talk of sense of propriety, that is being correct in your dealings, day-to-day dealings in the school, and that's what Sangeeta Ma'am did. Her day-to-day dealings with her colleagues, as well as with the children, have been very, very good and very, very correct. And that's what we all learned as the time went by, we appreciated. There's mutual respect between us. I think some of you may not connect very well to these things, but then, sweethearts, only when you see such people who have been pillars of strength for the school, when you see them suddenly out of scene, well, see? that's going out with a bang. Okay? Literally. That's what I was saying. Let's change the definition of farewell. इसमें भरा क्या था वैसे? And I was saying that can we joke, and it really happened. So I was talking about sense of propriety and being correct in your dealings with your colleagues as well as with your seniors and juniors. Apart from all this, what I felt was warmth in her. And warmth is something which is inherent. You can develop, yes, warmth which is passed on to you when you come across a person, warmth which is given to the children in the role of a mother teacher, warmth which is given to young colleagues in the form of a senior, was ample and in abundance in her. I think we have all learned a lot from her. We have grown from strength to strength. And as far as Ghazal goes, her daughter, who has been our head girl, you would like to know, Ghazal, please stand up and show. She was our head girl. Okay? So that's for her, it's like she's an alumni. Okay? She's not today Sangeeta Mai's daughter, she's an alumni. So she has groomed children the way Jannat is doing these days. So I see a lot in Jannat what Ghazal had done, apart from a very good debater and guiding others. And from where do you think these kids got these values? Of course, from the parents. The credit goes to them. It is the parents who have passed on to them, and thereafter, I'm sure, same thing must have been passed on to the children in the class. It's how much you absorb. Day in and day out, we learn and come across so many things. It's up to us how much we want to take in. Take in as much as you can from your seniors, because they will always have something to give to you. They don't have anything to take from you, but to learn from you, yes. Learning never stops, but to give to you, a lot. And Sangeeta ma'am, today, we are not saying goodbye to you because you will be here and you would be coming back. I wish you all the very, very best in the years to come. One more thing, she records her voice for the blind children as well, because they cannot read. So she lends her voice in the evenings, the recordings are done, and those are played for the children for the lessons. So a person can do a lot of good things. Besides, 6 hours, 10 minutes in a school. Right? So, ma'am, all the very best to you. I'll hand over the mic to Aarti.